What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Peter Gabriel as we continue with Melt or 3, 1980. Thank you again to Phil. And the next track is No Self-Control, which obviously speaks to an inability to regulate oneself, acting and behaving in a way that is not based on logic or reason or measured agency, but instead a compulsion, an urge, or a reflex that is as much visceral as it is anything else. So, yeah, I guess to be aware of a lack of self-control is a first step to maybe addressing it, if not necessarily to fixing it. But yeah, I wonder whether no self-control is the situation of the narrator or whether this is an external assessment of somebody else. Either way, let's give it a listen and see what I can pick up on. This is Peter Gabriel. The song is No Self-Control, and it's from his 1983 album, also known as Melt.
I'm so hungry all the time. I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. Gotta get some sleep. I'm so nervous in the night, and I don't know how to stop. 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 Pick up the phone, I will call any number. I will talk to anyone. I know I've gone too far, much too far I've gone this time. Don't wanna think what I've done, 'cause I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. There are always hidden silences waiting behind the chair. They come out when the coast is clear. They eat anything that moves. I got tricky at the knees. Lights go out, stars come down like a swarm of bees. No self-control. No self-control. No self-control. No self-control. No self-control. No You know I hate to hurt you, I hate to see your pain, but I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. Street after street, night after night, I walk on through the rain. I walk on through the rain. I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. No, I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. Hey, I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop.
Oh, wicked little tune. I mean, between this and the opening Intruder, it does feel like he's exploring the darker sides of psychology and mentality So I do wonder if that's a theme which will continue, if not throughout the album, certainly, or not certainly, but potentially on at least some other songs on the record. But yeah, okay, so it is the narrator, and it's interesting because he's like aware of the negative repercussions of his actions, and he has empathy for someone who is being harmed by him being unable to help himself or stop, by his going too far, but he's basically saying he can't do anything about it, which is interesting, right? Like, on one level, there are absolutely like behavioral, what's the right word, like syndromes where it is exceedingly difficult, if not impossible, for someone to not do this thing, even if they should know they're not doing it. But there is also the responsibility sidestepping of that, right? Like, hey, look, I wish I could stop. I can't. So it's like, in a way, they're almost deflecting responsibility. Now, again, there could be more sincere articulations of that sentiment, or it could be someone who, at least clinically, is not unable to stop, but they just feel that urge or that pull to the point where they're just going to keep doing it, and then again say that, sorry, I just can't help myself, I can't stop. So yeah, in a way, like, it's a complicated situation when it comes to responsibility. But yes, I don't, like, at first it sounded like he was saying, like, he'll talk to anybody, and it was like he was calling people or something, and then he's talking about like walking the streets. So I don't know exactly what he's doing that is hurting this other person. Maybe it's like infidelity, maybe it's like violent crime, maybe it's when they're together, because again, it's like, I know I'm hurting you, but like I can't stop going too far. So yeah, I don't quite know what it is that he is performing, or that he is unable to prevent himself from doing, that is so harmful. But he, again, is aware of it, and again, on some level, feels empathetic toward the person who's being most hurt by it, but is essentially saying, this is the way it is, this is who I am. So yeah, again, a dark tune, and sonically it reflected that. There were multiple sections which had this dissonance and intensity to the point of being uncomfortable, and definitely, some flourishing drums and, pounding drum rhythms, as well as some, like, a xylophone line, which was not one of the more dissonant aspects. That actually had a sort of, a melodic consonance to it, and yet it also felt like, the tappings in his head, the sort of this incessant beat that is, part of what is driving him, and he's unable to quiet. So yeah, sonically I feel like it did well represent the idea of, like, feeling as if the forces in your head, in your mind, are, marching to their own rhythm, and you can't really stop that. So I also enjoyed his vocals. He really fried it up. He got more intense and flared up his vocals in multiple points. So yeah, definitely one of the more memorable vocal performances that I can think of over the course of now, like, two and a, not even a quarter, but two and a little bit of a third album. So looking forward to more from this album, and I did appreciate people's comments when I started the album last time around. So let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.